Hello mga ka-hungries! I'm Janna, the host of Hungry Na Us, and welcome to another episode of What's Behind, where we show you the science of your favorite food. So today we will be making cinnamon rolls. And without further ado, Hungry Na Us!
Luto na yung...
Okay, so for the dough rolls, we will need 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast, 1/2 cup of whole milk, 1/4 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1 large egg. While for the filling, we will need butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Lastly, for the glaze, we will need 2 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and 4 tablespoons of milk. So firstly, we will make the dough in a bowl. Whisk in 2 3/4 cups of flour, a 1/4 cup of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast together. We're quickly gonna whisk this up together and set it aside. Now, onto the heat-proof bowl, we're gonna combine half a cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of water, and 3 tablespoons of butter. So for this, in order to heat it up, you could either use a double boiler or you could just microwave it. That will work as well. So kailangan natin yun i-microwave until the butter has melted and it's kind of warm to the touch. Hindi niya makikita. Matatapon siya. Wait, guys, ang init niya na actually. Like, nakupaso ako. Sandali. So, ngayong na-whisk in na natin yung microwave natin, we can now add this to our dry ingredients. Oh my gosh! Nakalimutan ko i-add yung egg! So, after natin sila i-mix together, we can get in there with our hands na and transfer it to a clean floored surface. Now, we're gonna be kneading our dough for 3 minutes, gently. Then after that, we're gonna put it in a lightly oiled bowl and let it rest for about 10 minutes. Okay, so, tapos na natin siyang i-knead. Ilalagay na natin. Tapos na natin. Okay, so tapos na natin siyang i-knead. Ilalagay na natin siya sa lightly oiled bowl. We're gonna let this rest for 10 minutes. And while that is resting, we're gonna be making our cinnamon brown sugar mixture. We're gonna add 6 tablespoons of sugar and 1 1/2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Now we're gonna whisk this together. And I'm gonna be resting for 10 minutes. Ano oras mag-start mag-rest yung dough?
Hindi pa nga ma-overrest yung dough natin.
Okay lang yan. At least nakaka-rest siya. Oh my gosh! Nakalimutan ko i-add yung egg.
Ha? Pwede?
Oo. Hala. Guys, di nyo to nakikita. Wait lang. Look at this mess.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, ulit. Sige. Wait, anong gagawin ko dito? Ipapakain ko sa manok? Bye. The egg. We're gonna mix it together and we're gonna be kneading the dough on a clean flour surface.
Yeast likes a warm environment, so using eggs and butter at room temperature will keep the dough at the perfect temperature for optimal yeast activity. Plus, room temperature butter will also mix easier and more evenly into the dough. Yeasted dough, enriched with butter, eggs, and milk gives these pastries their stretchy, chewy texture.
Okay, so we're gonna let this rest for 10 minutes in a lightly oiled bowl. The dough has rested and we're gonna be rolling it out now. We need to flour our surface. We need to flour our rolling pin as well.
You may be surprised to hear that a 1/4 inch is all it takes to make or break your cinnamon rolls. If you're looking for fluffy, bread-like cinnamon rolls, roll out the dough to 3/4 inch thick. If you want gooey, chewy cinnamon rolls, roll out to only 1/4 inch thick.
Okay, now that we've rolled out our dough, we're gonna put 5 tablespoons of butter.
You may find the recipes call for melted butter for the cinnamon roll filling. However, using softened room temperature butter mixed with the other filling ingredients will enable you to spread the filling more evenly over the dough and result in less waste as you roll up the dough.
Now that we've spread the butter, we're gonna put the cinnamon sugar mixture on top. Okay, now we're gonna roll it out, making sure to leave a little space over here. That way we can close the seam after we've done rolling it out. Got this string and we can cut it out now. Now I'm gonna cut these into 3s. Now that we've cut them up, we're gonna put it in a transparent bowl or pan. Don't forget to butter the pan that you're gonna put these into. Now that we've put our cinnamon rolls in here, we're gonna let it rise for about an hour and 30 minutes.
In a process called fermentation, the yeast uses sugars by breaking them down into carbon dioxide and ethanol. The carbon dioxide produced in these reactions causes the dough to rise because the yeast is creating air bubbles in the bread dough. The stretchy component of the bread that holds the gas is called gluten. Gluten is formed when the proteins in flour come in contact with water, and as the two ingredients are needed, more and more gluten forms. This allows the dough to trap the carbon dioxide formed during fermentation. By the way, it's not air, and the gluten gives the dough this property rather than gluten itself trapping gas.
So, we've let the dough rest for about an hour now, and we're gonna bake it at 190 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 28 minutes.
So the perfect cinnamon roll is this deep golden brown, and when it's pressed gently in the center, the cinnamon rolls should also feel firm, not squishy. They should still be soft and not dry inside as well.
If you notice that the tops are browning too quickly, you can just put an aluminum foil over it and it'll be fine. While we are baking our cinnamon rolls, we're gonna make a very simple glaze that will top it off. We're gonna start with half a cup of confectioner sugar. We didn't have any, so I just blended some sugar. We're also gonna be needing half a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of milk, and like just a bit of vanilla extract. Okay, let's microwave this for about 30 seconds maybe. Whisk it all together and there we go. Our simple icing is done. Wow! Okay guys, I don't know about you, but it smells amazing. So let's taste this, shall we? It's really good. Okay guys, so thank you for watching another episode of What's Behind. And if you like this video, you could like and subscribe to our page. We also have a Facebook page, a Twitter page if you wanna get updated. That's it for today. Bye!